Okay, talking with Jim Harshaw, professional fundraiser for the University of Virginia. Jim, tell me about what's going on with the Virginia team.
Man, we just got 2 All-Americans here in the last few minutes. I'm still shaking a little bit. Jed Moore, he's a senior. This guy's been working his guts out for years. I've been on the staff several times over the past recent years. I've worked with Jed. Just an emotional win for him over a guy, Jesse Donk from Virginia Tech, who's an absolute stud, returning All-American. Jed's lost to him umpteen times, and Jed finally, he overcame a locked hands call. He overcame a fling the mat call, which probably I don't think should have been called. He really hustled. He worked his butt off that match, and finally got the W. Became an All-American. And then just a minute ago here, Nick Sulzer followed him up. Nick's a sophomore. He's got a couple more years left with us. No, they're both Ohio boys, actually, so it's hard for us PA boys, Ray, to say that. But we got some pretty good kids over there in Ohio, too. But so Nick Sulzer, another All-American. So we've got 2 All-Americans. We've only done that a few other times in our program history. We could have had more, I think, with Matt Snyder, George DiCamillo, but it's got some good kids in the stable still.
So what does this mean for the Virginia program?
I think it's just another step in the right direction. This year Steve's taking the program to, we finally beat a top 10 program. We finally got, our highest rank ever, 11th in the country, 9 guys in the national championship. So I think, everything you see he's doing on the mat and then off the mat. He had the 2012 ACC championships, 10 out of 10 guys had a 3.0 GPA or above. So he's doing, he's building champions on and off the mat, and he's just a great leader and sort of follows in the tradition of the wrestling program from, our history of George Edwards and Lenny Bernstein and guys like that who really built it and laid the foundation for Steve.
Does this help your work as a fundraiser?
Yeah, makes it a little easier.
Nice. Tell me what else you're doing.
Full-time fundraiser with UVA, Riot Sports Marketing, the software that a lot of people have come to sort of ask me about when I'm at the championships here. It's the software is still running, got a lot of teams still on it, using it and loving it. So if anybody wants to sign up for it, go to riotsportsmarketing.com and take a peek and sign your program up. Help you market your program, reach a bigger audience, tell your story, which I think we really need to do as a sport. We have the greatest sport in the world, but every sport says the same thing. But if we're not telling our story, if our story's not getting out there, then people aren't gonna show up. Everybody here is gonna show up. We're gonna show up every year. We're the diehard. We're the inner circle. It's not about us. It's about getting to that next layer of fans, the fringe fans, the guys that you and I went to high school with that don't know who Jake Herbert is, or Jordan Burroughs or Kyle Dake, these guys out here. So it's about communicating, getting our message out to that next layer of fans.
Awesome. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Ray.